is interested for becoming a Snapchat opinion leader, please fill the form. तो मैंने जाके फॉर्म भी fill up कर दिया. Voucher of $500 for it. It's very like exciting as well as motivating. Like
We as an engineer, we know the story of backlogs. Hello everyone, welcome back to Exploring Minds. कैसे हैं आप लोग? आज के पॉडकास्ट में हमारी गेस्ट हैं ईशा रॉय. यार 18 साल की उम्र में ये लड़की क्या क्या कर रही है. आई मीन इट्स रियली इंस्पायरिंग टू जस्ट लिसन टू हर. मतलब इतनी सारी चीजें कर रही हैं इतनी सी उम्र में. मतलब ये कहना थोड़ा सा गलत होगा कि छोटी उम्र में चीजें नहीं की जा सकती हैं, बट अमूमन नहीं करते हैं लोग. तो उनको देख के बहुत इंस्पायरिंग फील होता है. जैसे शी इज वर्किंग विद स्नैपचैट, हैज इंटरेस्ट इन एस्ट्रोफिजिक्स, शी इज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर जेई मेंस. तो उसके इंसाइट्स मिलेंगे अबाउट हर स्कूल लाइफ एंड she reads books, she writes, and many more things. I mean, so it's really inspiring to listen to her without wasting much of the time. Just let's listen to her. She's really inspiring. आपको भी देख के बहुत अच्छा लगेगा, बहुत inspiring लगेगा. You learn a lot about Snapchat filters. हम सब use करते हैं, मगर उसके पीछे वो काम कैसे होता है वो सब जानने को मिलेगा. Listen to her. Exploring Minds with Isha Roy in 3, 2, 1. Hello Isha, how are you?
I'm fine, just with my boards and pivots all year. It's kind of hectic, and also I'm stressed and nervous about what's going to be happening like the next 2 to 3 months.
Truly. मतलब यार हमारे भी मिड टर्म स्टार्ट होने वाले हैं, सो इट्स क्वाइट हेक्टिक हियर एज वेल. बाय द वे यू आर फ्रॉम कोलकाता, राइट?
Yes,
सो हाउ इज कोलकाता?
Kolkata is like, Kolkata का जो नाम है City of Joy, it truly resonates with that, with such marvelous architectures, then the cacophony of Kolkata street vendors with the tasty street foods. It's always beautiful. Like if किसी का like कोई depressed है तो like for if he or she goes for an evening walk, it will be all right.
So are you a foodie?
Not much. I can't say that because I don't like eating food.
Oh, okay. So but being a Bengali, you must like sweets, right? मतलब
No, like जो वो नॉर्मल चीज़ें है ना, मैं पूरा अलग हूँ. मुझे फ़िश खाना पसंद नहीं है. मिष्टी का सिर्फ मैं रसगुल्ला कभी कभी खा लेती हूँ, या फिर लाइक मिष्टी दही सिर्फ खाती हूँ. इट्स माई फेवरेट.
Because whenever I listen about a Bengali friend or Kolkata Bengal की बातें होती है, then I remember a friend. Okay, I have a friend, best friend Shan. When we were in school, then he used to bring a tiffin full of sweets and variety of sweets. I mean, what delicacies, and I really miss that. So
नहीं, लाइक वो जो है ना, मैं I do have friends out of Bengal and they also say the same thing, but it's not like here. Like इधर हम लोग इतना मिष्टी खा खा के पक गए ना, अभी नहीं खाते हैं.
I truly get it. So before like we get into deeper aspects, I think you should give your introduction. बता दो आप कौन हो. I know that you make lenses, you have interest in astrophysics and so many other things like plethora. So बताओ क्या क्या है.
Okay, so my name is ISHA ROY and I am currently a high school senior from Kolkata. So as of my hobbies, I love creating lenses for Snapchat, and then reading books, writing poems, and listening to music. It's like if anybody comes to my house anytime, they can like find me with earphones plugged in. It's like I am a music addict, anyone can say that. So then coming to like my professional life, so I am also one of the core founding members of STEM Expedition, which is like an organization where we are doing STEM projects as well as podcasts with professors and PhD graduates all over the world. And also like we publish articles written by volunteer writers on our website. So yeah, I am also like AR VR artist, and I'm doing a fellowship, you can tell, under an organization called Under 25. Like in Under 25, I actually started creating the Snapchat lenses. So yeah, and also I'm prepping for JE, for which I don't know what will happen because my syllabus isn't finished. So I'm kind of like very much stressed right now thinking of that.
मतलब यार इतनी सारी चीजें कर रहे हो, यू आर डूइंग सो मच, मतलब सो मच। तो आप स्ट्रेस्ड नहीं होगे तो क्या हम स्ट्रेस्ड हो गए? लाइक लिटरली यू आर डूइंग सो मच एंड आई विश यू ऑल द लक। सो यू मेंशन 2-3 terms like AR and VR, then you mentioned AI, you mentioned STEM. Explain all these terms, मतलब इतनी भारी भारी चीजें explain it.
Okay. STEM is like a very simple acronym for science, टेक्नोलॉजी, इंजीनियरिंग एंड मैथमेटिक्स। तो इन चारों का जो फील्ड है ना, इसको सब एक साथ मिलकर वी कॉल इट स्टेम। लाइक एवरीथिंग दैट कम्स अंडर देम कम्स अंडर दी वर्ड स्टेम। सो इट्स बेसिकली अ वेरी बेसिक थिंग जो लाइक जो रिसर्च होते हैं साइंस में, फिर जो क्या बोले, जो न्यूज़ आते हैं टेक्नोलॉजी या इंजीनियरिंग, इट ऑल्स कम अंडर दैट ऑन वन टर्म ओनली। सो लाइक अगर हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कि ये साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी, वो अलग अलग ना बोलकर ये स्टेम इज जस्ट ओनली अ वन सिंगल वर्ड फॉर इट। सो इट कैन हेल्प being in conversation with people also, like understanding in under which field it is falling to.
Acha, okay. I get the basic of that. But what does your organization do? You said you are founding member of the STEM Foundation. So
STEM
what does it do?
expedition.
Expedition. I'm sorry, Expedition. So what
Yes.
does that organization do?
Okay, so our main aim is to our main aim was like to do very high science shit kind of thing, like doing projects and all. Then we also added ideas of collaborating with professors, doing podcasts, so that high schoolers can get intrigued when they are listening to that podcast. They can like वेरी मच वो इंटरेस्ट आ जाए कि हाँ हाँ मुझे भी जानना है वो फील्ड में। लाइक वी हैव डन वन पॉडकास्ट ऑन न्यूरो साइंस ऑन रॉडेंट्स का टॉपिक। तो या दे कैन लाइक गेट इंस्पायर्ड फ्रॉम दैट। सो दैट वाज आवर मोटिव बिहाइंड इट, लाइक
Wow.
इंस्पायरिंग द यंग स्टूडेंट्स अबाउट स्टेम।
Actually, you are quite inspiring.
इंजीनियरिंग और मेडिकल को छोड़कर जो इतना सारा फील्ड्स है वो बहुत कम जन को पता है। तो वी आर ट्राइंग टू लाइक गेट ओवर विद दैट।
Truly, you are really inspiring, and the work you are putting out there, it's quite commendable. So I think your main part of your hobbies, or whatever you say passion, it's lens making, I guess.
Yes, I love lens making.
Okay, so it's bit Snapchat lens making. Okay, Snapchat बहुत लोग use करते हैं, but lens बहुत लोग use करते हैं, but they do not know the work that goes behind that. So how did that lens making started? पूरी कहानी बताओ.
अच्छा ठीक, ओके। सो इट्स अ वेरी लॉन्ग स्टोरी। इट स्टार्टेड आफ्टर आई कंप्लीटेड माई 10th बोर्ड्स। तो उसके बाद आई वॉज वेरी बोर्ड एंड लाइक घर पे जो होता है वो 1 महीने का छुट्टी होता है। तो मुझे लगा कि कुछ प्रोडक्टिव करते। तो आई वॉज स्क्रॉलिंग ऑन इंस्टाग्राम एंड देन आई came over a page called under 25. So they had put a story on their like page, and it was about anyone who is interested for becoming a Snapchat opinion leader, please fill the form. तो मैंने जाके फॉर्म भी फिलअप कर दिया। मुझे पता भी नहीं था इसमें क्या होने वाला है, बट मैंने जस्ट फिल कर दिया कि चलो कुछ नया सीख जाते हैं, तो टाइम भी प्रोडक्टिव रहेगा और लेट्स सी व्हाट विल हैपन। तो I guess it was 20th March when I received an acceptance email, and it said that I was accepted as a Snapchat opinion leader for the year of 2022 to 23. एंड मैं इतना एक्साइटेड हो गई कि आई कॉल्ड माई सिस्टर एंड टोल्ड हर कि ये हुआ, एंड शी वॉज ऑल्सो। बट द मेन थिंग वॉज शी हैड नेवर यूज स्नैपचैट बिफोर, बट शी वॉज सो एक्साइटेड फॉर इट। हाँ कि मैंने सिलेक्ट हो गया, मतलब वो जो होता है ना, सब कुछ बहुत एक्साइटेड हो गया। फिर दी फेलोशिप स्टार्टेड, तो वहीं से आई स्टार्टेड लर्निंग। लाइक उन लोग हर महीने एक वर्कशॉप डालते थे कि कैसे लेंस बनाना है। तो आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग दैट, बट वॉट हैपेंड वॉज इन क्लास 11th वो मैं थोड़ी स्टडीज़ पे बहुत फोकस करने लग गई तो आई स्टॉप मेकिंग लेंसेज। तो मतलब मुझे उतना अटैचमेंट नहीं हुआ था लेंस मेकिंग के साथ इन क्लास 11। तो अगेन फिर आई एनरोल्ड इन क्लास 12 फॉर दैट, लाइक फॉर दिस ईयर प्रोग्राम्स। देन इट वॉज अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस, लाइक लास्ट ईयर और इस ईयर में बहुत ज़्यादा ह्यूज डिफरेंस हो गया था। बिकॉज आई स्टार्टेड लाइक क्या बोलते वो होते हैं ना, आई started falling in love with the art of lens making, where जो लाइक वर्कशॉप लेते थे, लाइक दी कोर मेंबर्स वर सो मच फ्रेंडली। हम लोग का एक हफ्ते में कॉमन रूम होता है, इट्स ऑन फ्राइडे, लाइक वी डू अ वीडियो कॉल एंड वी गॉसिप, लाइक नॉट गॉसिप, वी जस्ट चिट चैट एंड देन हैव डिफरेंट what to say sessions called meme stream game sessions, फिर jamming sessions। तो it started ना, वो एक attachment हो जाता है। फिर I also started improving my what like जो स्किल है लेंस मेकिंग का वो स्टार्टेड इम्प्रूविंग। फिर देन आई गॉट सिलेक्टेड इन स्नैपचैट UI/UX research for 2023। Then I also participated in that and got a voucher of $500 for it। So हाँ वो like after getting the money I was so excited कि हाँ चलो कुछ मिल गया, like पूरा वेस्ट। वो होता है ना कि हॉबीज़ पे सब कोई सब कुछ करता है, पर जब वन गेट समथिंग इन रिटर्न ऑफ दैट इट जस्ट मोटिवेट्स यू। सो वहीं से लाइक इट स्टार्टेड ग्रोइंग एंड देन आई स्टार्टेड मेकिंग मोर लेंसेज एंड देन a lot of views came in front of me. So yeah.
Wow, truly inspiring. You use the word UI and UX. Explain them.
Okay, so I don't have much knowledge in UI and UX. I guess it was pretty much about the survey about क्या change we want as a lens creator on the Snapchat platform, like what we will love to add on their platform, etc.
Okay. So, you said that you got $500. Like, what is that moment like? You know, कि आप काफी वक्त से काम कर रहे हो and then you do not get paid and suddenly you get a voucher. How's that feeling of getting that money? You know?
It's very like exciting as well as motivating, like जो class 12 ये 11th और 12th में people start doing many things, but वो जो recognition, like getting the money was a kind of recognition for me for my hard work। then I told my parents about that। then I have like मैंने खर्चा नहीं किया अभी तक वो पैसा, like I have it in my bank account and I am like saving it so that like in my college I can go on some trips or like that।
Wow, wonderful. Like
So,
college. So, where are you planning to go to college? Kolkata itself?
no, I am not planning to stay in Kolkata for my college। I am trying to get into, like मैं JEE दूँगी तो I will be trying to get into NITs or like VIT। I will also be giving like the VIT entrance। So yeah।
So, how is the life of a JEE aspirant? I mean, I am into an engineering college, okay, but I did give my JEE exam, but it was okay. I don't want to discuss that. It was very bad because I did not prepare much for that. So I was not that a hardcore JEE aspirant. Okay, so how is it to be a hardcore JEE aspirant?
Okay, तो मैं I can't say myself as a hardcore JEE aspirant, but वो like after giving my boards मैंने सोचा भी नहीं था कि मैं JEE दूँगी। फिर एक ख्याल आया कि चलो दे देते हैं JEE, let's start prepping up for that। तो I changed my board from ICSE to CBSE, which I think was one of like the worst decision of my life because the school which I changed into was a dummy school। तो उनका जो environment था ना I didn't like, तो मैं अभी स्कूल भी नहीं जाती थी। लाइक फॉर द पास्ट 2 years मैं सिर्फ वो 1-2 दिन स्कूल जाती हूँ। तो वो जो सडन चेंज्ड एनवायरनमेंट का हो जाता है ना, इट्स वेरी लाइक डिफ़िकल्ट फॉर एनीवन।
Truly,
एंड
truly.
देन एज फॉर JEE प्रिपरेशन तो आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फ्रॉम फिज़िक्स वाला and yeah, I attend the lectures and give the mock test and all.
Okay.
बट कभी कभी वो बैकलॉग्स हो जाता है फिर लाइक इट्स जब एक बार बैकलॉग शुरू हो जाता है ना वो कीप्स पाइलिंग अप ऑन दैट.
Yeah, truly, truly. We as an engineer, we know the story of backlogs. In fact, I can relate to that, changing of schools. Ki जैसे I studied till class 9 into an ICSE board. फिर I switched to state board. So it was quite a difference. मतलब state board काफी अलग होता है and ICSE, it's quite strict and it's very different. So how do you see it? मतलब कि CBSE and ICSE, which better and how?
I think ICSE is better than CBSE. It's my purely personal opinion because मैं जब भी ये वाला बोलती हूँ कि ICSE is better तो people start like debating about it. तो according to me ICSE is better because of like their way of teaching and the syllabus is made, and also like the part of the English and computer syllabus is much more interesting in ICSE. Like in CBSE the English portion is just so boring, like all the boring stories and all, but in ICC we used to read Shakespeare's story. It was very interesting. I remember in class 9 and 10th we read The Merchant of Venice, so it
Yeah,
was
I
very
did too.
interesting.
I did too. Shakespeare. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I feel is like ICSE, it grooms a student in a much better way, and on the other hand, CBSE, it also grooms the student, but I think it makes the student more street smart, and ICSE on the other hand does the overall grooming. मतलब you getting it? They do personality development thing, and CBSE on the other hand, वो आपको street smart बना देती है, like kind of जुगाड़ू types.
I completely agree with you on this part.
Yeah. Okay. So coming back to lenses, okay, जैसे कि in your school, most of the people must be using Snapchat. मतलब आजकल तो सभी use करते हैं Snapchat. तो has कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि like you friends, you are taking a selfie or your photo and they are putting a lens and then you'll be like, oh, this lens was created by me.
Yeah, it has happened and it makes me so happy, like my friends are using my lens. Actually people used to like to refer lens as filters, but both are the same things. So I will like refer to calling it filters here because it will be easier for people to understand, like otherwise they might get confused about between the lens and filter. So it's very happy to see my friends using my filters, and also like when they request कि ऐसा वाला filter बना के एक ठो दे दो जहाँ I can have that background. So it's it's very motivating also and exciting कि wow, my friends are approaching me to make some kind of filters.
And मतलब कि ना this is a field where I think अभी इतनी saturation नहीं आई है. So majority of the people, at least students जो छोटे लोग हैं, they do not even know about it कि मतलब हाँ मतलब they use it but they do not know कि हाँ इसके पीछे भी कोई है जो काम कर रहा है. They are just using it. And you on the other hand, उनके friend हो जो कर रहे हो, तो I think they are using it as a benefit और मतलब बहुत अच्छा लगता होगा. इनफैक्ट उनको भी अच्छा लगता होगा.
Like they have also like asked me कि मैंने कहाँ से सीखा, तो I always said कि you can enroll yourself in the under 25 program on which they are like teaching students how to make lenses and how to like be a part of the AR VR world.
So मतलब थोड़ा सा बेसिक में बता दो कि इसमें रजिस्टर कैसे करते हैं दिस अंडर 25 प्रोग्राम बाय स्नैपचैट.
Okay, so like जो registration start होता है, it like I guess it's in May. Every year it starts on May. फिर एक wild card entry भी होता है and that's in September. तो one can register in either of these 2 months, like either May or September.
Okay, got it. One more thing, coming back to friends, ऐसा होता है कि ऐसा कभी हुआ है कि ना people get envy of you कि यार she is doing so much and मतलब see you are not even an adult now legally. You are, I think You are in teens right now? Are
Yeah.
you? हाँ, so मतलब कि not many people are hustling so much as you do. तो क्या ऐसा होता है कि friends behave differently before and after, before you were achieving so much and after you're achieving so much, has there been any differences?
Yeah, yeah, there has been a difference. Like, I have seen how my friends are getting jealous of me, but I will say that I am grateful to God, because I have some of my friends who are always beside me, supporting me in whatever I do. लाइक हाँ, जो अगर जेलस है तो ठीक है, मैं मान गया, हाँ जेलस है तो इट्स ओके, इट्स ऑन देम, लाइक इधर मेरा कोई गलती नहीं है, आई कांट चेंज देयर माइंड सेट. फिर भी लाइक I try to be always grateful to God, like for the friends which I have now.
Hmm.
Like they are so supportive of me.
Okay, so I can relate it with that quote जिसमें कहते हैं कि true friends are those who become happier in your success than you with yourself.
Yes, like I will tell you an instance. Like, I have a friend. Um, I will not say her name. So हम लोग स्कूल पे उतना क्लोज नहीं थे, पर वो कोविड के टाइम वी स्टार्टेड गेटिंग क्लोज, एंड शी इज़ सो सपोर्टिव. लाइक अगर वो हम लोग स्कूल पे अच्छा दोस्त हो जाते ना, तो पता नहीं कितना अच्छा, लाइक वी वुड हैव दैट बॉन्ड अमंग अस.
I
तो
feel like
या
there is a
इट्स
time for
नाइस.
everything.
या लाइक जो होना है वो होगा एट द परफेक्ट टाइम.
हाँ, या मतलब आपकी बातें सुन के लगता है कि यू आर अ बिलीवर, मतलब आई थिंक यू बिलीव इन गॉड सो मच. डू यू?
या लाइक आई बिलीव इन, जो होता है वो अच्छे के लिए होता है, तो या.
Okay. We'll come back to lens. Okay, but एक थोड़ा सा tangential question. You said in your hobbies that you read books. What kind of books do you read?
आई रीड बोथ फिक्शन एंड नॉन फिक्शन. ये फिक्शन का तो बहुत अच्छा है, बट नॉन फिक्शन समटाइम गेट्स बोरिंग, बट या आई ट्राई टू रीड इट टू लाइक गेन नॉलेज एंड have some motivational spirit upon me.
Okay. Like there was a time. Okay, I think lockdown phase. That time I read many books. दो तीन बजे तक रात को I was studying under a single bulb. I think इस वजह से ही मेरे चश्मा चढ़ गया. But anyways, so that time I read so many books. Okay, but once I got into what you say, fiction, non-fictional books. Okay, eventually it gets really boring. I mean, घुमा फिरा के most of the
Yeah.
books, they have the same logic, same stories, and so it's quite
I completely
boring.
agree. Yeah, it's boring, like on the part that एक ही चीज़ को सब कोई like the topic is same, but everyone is saying from their own perspective.
So, recommend me some books, यार, fictional books. Like I have to start back. मतलब मेरे को अपनी reading habit दोबारा से develop करनी है. Recommend me some great fictional books.
Fictional book में like from Indian authors या like from foreign authors.
Both would work. Like foreign authors, I haven't read much. Harry Potter, I have read, of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Harry
fictional.
Potter is one of my favorite, and then the books of Jane Austen is also good. Then I have read a couple of books of Chetan Bhagat. I wouldn't suggest that to anyone because it's very overrated, I would say. And I have forgot the name of the book, but I guess what it was titled The Best Wife, and it was a real life story. I have just forgotten the name of the writer, but it was a very good one.
Okay, okay, okay. Have you read Amish Tripathi?
No.
I would highly recommend. Do you read mythology?
No, not much. I have never tried reading that.
I think you should try. I mean, mythology. I think it's just a recommendation. And if you're trying mythology,
Okay, I will
Amish Tripathi is
definitely
a
try that.
highly recommended one.
Okay. Like in non-fiction, my favorite book is Atomic Habits. It's one of my favorite ones.
And does it really improve your life? I mean, I'm thinking of reading it. I've been delaying for such a long time. Does it really help?
हाँ लाइक उधर इट्स सेइंग दैट एक हैबिट बनाने के लिए यू कैन ग्रो इट लाइक फ्रॉम 0.1%. तो अगर अपने को एवरी डे यू मेक द बेटर वर्जन ऑफ योर सेल्फ बाई 0.1%, तो पूरे एक साल में यू विल गेट अ ह्यूज आउटकम ऑफ दैट.
Okay, I'll
So
read it
that's
then.
the main plot around about that book.
Do you read paranormal stories?
No.
I don't read it as well. I don't know यार मतलब कि ना once we did an Instagram poll on our page and everyone voted कि यार paranormal guest बुलाओ paranormal guest बुलाओ मिलते ही नहीं है यार कहाँ से लाए. I don't know why everyone is suddenly interested in paranormal activities.
या मुझे भी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगता था व्हेन आई वाज इन क्लास 9th. फिर आई डोंट नो, मुझे इंटरेस्ट नहीं आया उसको लाइक टू रीड एनी मोर अबाउट दैट फील्ड.
Okay, has there been any paranormal activity with you?
नो, ट्रूली सेइंग नो.
I could not hear you.
आई सेड नो, इट हैजंट हैपेंड विद मी.
No, मतलब ऐसे कहते हैं ना कि correct me if I'm wrong, like you know that area Bengal, Kolkata and all, that is the hub of you say occult sciences and everything. Have you heard about it?
Okay. Actually, I don't know anything about that, but I have like friends who are not in Bengal saying कि बंगाल में बहुत काला जादू होता है, but I don't think like it's just a myth which people have in their mind. ऐसा इतना कुछ नहीं है इधर. It's just normal people living their life.
Yeah, that is मतलब in fact I have lived there, so I know that for sure. Okay, coming back to our topic, बहुत ज़्यादा tangential हो गया था. So you know whenever as a content creator I know that कभी भी एक content online जाता है तो उसके पीछे कितनी मेहनत लगती है. The main thing is brainstorming. So I think कि lens बनाने में भी there goes a lot of brainstorming. So how does that ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग फॉर यू लुक लाइक? मतलब एक लेंस मेकर की ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग, एक फिल्टर मेकर की ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग कैसी होती है?
ओके सो लाइक मैं जो अंडर 25 के प्रोग्राम में हूँ, वी हैव मंथली माइलस्टोन लाइक मिशंस यू कैन से लाइक फॉर ईच मंथ वी हैव मिशंस एंड इफ वी कंप्लीट दैट मिशन वी गेट सम रिवॉर्ड्स विच कैन बी कैश प्राइजेस और लाइक वाउचर्स. तो उसमें दे स्पेसिफाई कि व्हाट टाइप ऑफ लेंस वी शुड मेक, लाइक what things we should put into that, like about it can be 3D objects or something sparkly items or the haze and grains. You know that the grains features was very trending in the last few months, like people were using grains wala filter very much. So at that time I made a lens on that and it was very viral.
अच्छा, okay,
I
so you
guess
follow the
it
trend.
got about, yeah. I guess it got about 30 million views or something like that.
Wow. How does it feel to get views in millions?
To be honest, it doesn't feel like much different because the algorithm of Snapchat is very, like, what to say, कोई नो वन कैन प्रेडिक्ट दैट. एक सिंपल लेंस वायरल हो सकता है एंड अगेन अ लेंस विच आई हैव मेड लाइक पुट अ मच हार्ड वर्क फॉर अबाउट 2 to 3 hours वो पूरा फ्लॉप हो जाए. सो नो वन कैन टेल बिहाइंड व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन अबाउट द एल्गोरिथम ऑन स्नैपचैट लेंसेज.
Okay. हाँ, we'll come to
तो
algorithm.
अगर एक लेंस वायरल, हाँ, तो लाइक अगर एक लेंस वायरल भी हो जाए तो उसके बाद वाला लेंस वायरल होगा क्या नहीं वो कोई नहीं बोल सकता. लाइक इट कैन गेट फ्लॉप ऑल्सो इफ आई मेड अ सेम लेंस लाइक ऑफ दैट सेम जॉनर ऑफ समथिंग.
Okay, I get
इट्स
it.
वेरी डिफरेंट.
मतलब बहुत ही अनप्रेडिक्टेबल है. So
हाँ बहुत अनप्रेडिक्टेबल.
coming to algorithm, like you are into Snapchat stuff for some time now. No, Do you have idea how does the algorithm of Snapchat works, and does it affect lens creator or filter creator?
अगर लाइक देखो एल्गोरिदम के बारे में बात करेंगे, अगर जो वो फेस्टिव वाला जो मूड होता है, लाइक इन दिवाली, अराउंड दिवाली, इफ वन मेक्स अ लेंस ऑन दिवाली तो इट कैन गेट वायरल. देन इंडिपेंडेंस डे, फिर वो वर्ल्ड कप के टाइम पे जो जो लेंस बनाए इट गॉट वायरल. तो according to what's going on in the place where you are living, if you focus on that and make lenses based on that, yeah, it can get viral, it can get a lot of views.
Okay, okay.
तो अभी वो बाहर वाले के लाइक इन फॉरेन दिस थैंक्सगिविंग नाउ आई गेस, सो lens based on that is getting much more views also.
Okay, so
Because you know people just search about the lens like Thanksgiving lens, yeah, Diwali lens. So when they search and that keyword just gets rotated, so that's how the algorithm, I guess, works on Snapchat.
आई गेट इट. आई मीन कि अगर आप कह रहे हो कि कोई आपसे सजेशन मांग रहा है, वो जस्ट स्टार्टिंग स्नैपचैट फिल्टर मेकिंग, आई थिंक ये है कि जो भी कोई इवेंट्स आ रहे हैं इन फ्यूचर लाइक क्रिसमस और थैंक्सगिविंग और न्यू ईयर, beforehand prepare some filters related to that and release it just before that event,
हाँ.
right?
Not just before, it can like be 5 to 6 days before, because वो जो momentum आने में थोड़ा टाइम लगता है, तो release it 5 to 6 days before that.
Okay, okay. Now coming to पैसे की बात, the most important thing. I mean, does Snapchat pay when you make lens or filters?
Yeah, Snapchat pays when like it pays on basic on based of views. तो अगर कोई लेंस बहुत ज़्यादा फेमस हो गया तो they pay, but as I am not 18 yet, तो I can't give my account, तो इसलिए I haven't received money directly from Snapchat yet. But yeah, Snapchat does pay to the highest viewed lens maker.
Okay, so the only way of payment you are receiving now is through that, you know, vouchers you say, or
Under 25.
okay,
या
okay.
अंडर 25 के थ्रू आई गेट, और लाइक अगर एक महीने का मिशन कंप्लीट कर दिया तो दे गिव कैश अनलॉक्स. सो या
मतलब ठीक ठाक तो मिल ही जाता है, एंड वंस यू आर 18 देन आई थिंक दे पे वेल.
या
Okay, okay, cool, cool. So, what are your future aspirations? I mean, लेंस ही बनाने हैं या फिर I see that you are doing JE, तो मतलब इंजीनियरिंग भी करनी है, and मतलब कि क्या है? What do you want? How do you see yourself?
okay, so as of now I haven't thought of lens making as like a main professional field. So I just want to pursue something in computer science because it has been my favorite subject since class 7. So yeah, I want to pursue something in it, and lens making is just like my part-time kind of hobby or something you can say.
Okay, okay. So, one very weird question. I mean, see, filters makes the face look a bit different. So, how do you see that? Is it hiding the originality, or you know, beautifying it? How do you see that?
Okay, to be honest, there are some filters which completely changes one's natural features, but I believe that the use of filters is like to enhance one's natural beauty.
Okay.
So it's not like hiding myself behind one filter, but enhancing my beauty. That's the point of making filters. And for like the filters is not about always making like filters for the faces. It can also be like for जो AR और VR का है, like transporting oneself into different worlds, where games का भी we can apply on it. तो हाँ.
Okay, okay. So I think you are just retouching the natural beauty and nothing else.
Yes. Yes.
So, मतलब कि does not
And
your
then
life?
like adding some, yeah. Okay, I just wanted to say it's like also I add some very like funny emojis on my filter. So yeah, that becomes like the distorting faces का जो filter आता है जो funny वाला हो जाता है तो yeah, there are so many options out there for making filters on.
Yeah, I get it. Now, I think this might be the last question, but best question. So, how does lenses are made? I mean, कैसे बनते कैसे हैं? What is the process of making a lens? हमें इतनी सारी बता दी कि ऐसे बनते हैं वैसे मतलब इतनी types के बनते हैं. You can add emojis and stuff, but मतलब what is the procedure? Explain that.
Okay, so there's a software called Lens Studio. So one has to install that, and from that one can make the lenses and then publish it on Snapchat itself.
Okay. So to make a lens, do you have to have the idea of जैसे कि एक आर्टिस्ट होता है तो he knows painting, he or she knows painting मतलब ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए या फिर you can just start like this as well?
On YouTube we have a lot of tutorials on everything we want. So I would suggest कि कोई अगर लेंस मेकिंग शुरू करना चाहते हैं तो एटलीस्ट गो थ्रू द ट्यूटोरियल्स वन एंड सी व्हाट हाउ टू मेक द lenses so that वो it will be helpful very much. Then after that one can like create and put creativity into it.
Okay, I get it. I think to end it, I would just like to ask कि there must be phases in your life like कोई अगर teenager सुन रहा हो that you're doing so much and आजकल everyone wants to hustle, so any message for them कि how to hustle in your life, focus on studies और अपना side gig भी कर रहे हैं, just a short message if you can.
Okay, like I will suggest कि always make your studies your main priority, and then after that you can do everything you want. Like just don't make your hobbies your main priority because it can have a very harmful effect on your life. अगर कोई like studies को छोड़ के सब कुछ कर because having a very good and stable education gives us the stability in our future, in our careers. So yeah, I will always suggest कि make studies your main priority. फिर उसके बाद you can hustle around. अभी तो इंटरनेट में सब कुछ अवेलेबल है तो या तो जिसमें इंटरेस्ट होगा तो just go around and research on that.
Yeah, don't you get bored sometimes? मतलब how do you deal with boredom? मतलब इतना कुछ कर रहा है, like do you get bored?
Okay, so I just chill on Netflix. That's good.
Okay, so one night chilling on Netflix and the second day get back to work again.
No, it's not that. I am just not so much workaholic. तो जब मूड करता है तभी मैं लेंस बनाती हूँ. फिर इट्स ऑल डिपेंड ऑन माई मूड. जब मूड नहीं करेगा तो आई विल जस्ट ओपन नेटफ्लिक्स एंड वॉच एनीथिंग. I guess I have finished about half of the shows and movies that are available on Netflix.
Okay. Before you go, एक शो का recommendation भी दे दो.
Okay, so like on which genre?
सबके दे दो. मतलब you have watched half of the channel, so दे दो.
ये प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है कोई अगर रिकमेंडेशन मांगता है ना तब मैं सब नाम ही भूल जाती हूँ. तो आई कैन से लाइक आई जस्ट वॉच्ड अ मूवी yesterday. I guess it's a very old one of Hrithik Roshan and it's Lakshya of 2024. It's a very good movie.
लक्ष्य.
Yeah.
लक्ष्य ऋतिक रोशन.
हाँ.
Oh yeah, मतलब I think it's a wonderful movie. Like everyone is, I don't know why, rewatching that movie. मतलब I think it's very motivational and a very original kind of movie.
हाँ, एक्चुअली उसमें क्या था ना, ऋतिक रोशन को दिखाया गया था ही वॉज अ टीनेजर एंड ही वॉज नॉट वेरी फोकस्ड और लाइक उसका कोई एम भी नहीं था अपने लाइफ पे, and his parents and teachers always shouted at him कि have some aim in your life. फिर उसने ऐसे ही एक फ्रेंड को देखा तो ही जॉइंट इंडियन आर्मी, ठीक है। तो सबको ही बोला कि इंडियन आर्मी इट्स नॉट कप ऑफ अ टी, तुम 2 दिन करके ही छोड़कर चले आओगे। तो आफ्टर दैट वही हुआ कि उसको उधर बहुत प्रेशराइज, लाइक वो जो होता है आर्मी लोग का बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट डिसिप्लिन लाइफ होता है, एंड ही वॉज अ वेरी स्पॉइल्ड किड। तो उसने छोड़ कर आ गया। तो ही देन लिसनड टू हिज फादर स्पीकिंग टू हिज फादर सेइंग कि मैंने बोला था कि वो 2 दिन नहीं जाएगा, वो चला आएगा। देन ऑल्सो हिज गर्लफ्रेंड ऑल्सो सेड द सेम थिंग कि आई जस्ट डोंट वांट टू टॉक विथ यू इफ़ यू आर नॉट हैविंग एनी एम इन योर लाइफ। तो फिर दैट स्पार्क्ड हिज मोटिवेशन, एंड देन ही अगेन रिजॉइंड द आर्मी, एंड या देन his life changed पूरा।
Okay, such a good storyteller you are. I would really love to listen to more stories, but I think that's for the next podcast. It was great talking to you, Isha. I mean, it was wonderful. How did you feel?
I just it was my first podcast, so being an introvert, it was kind of nervous for me, but it was a very memorable experience, and thanks to you for conducting such a good podcast. Like,
Pleasure
I was
was all
very
mine.
comfortable in it.
Yeah, pleasure was all mine. I really hope we'll connect again in a much more deep podcast. Okay, bye bye.
Sure. Bye. Okay, bye.